Hello viewers, welcome to Core for Any. If you hear new, hit subscribe buttons and notification bell so you can never miss any our incredible content. Shift UI social apps inside need to create here the bottom tab bars need to develop as well as the tab view need to develop. Custom tab bars need to develop today. First of all, need to see this here the designs and need to this is the designs need to develop here the with center floating buttons need to develop inside the Shift UI. First of all, needs here these assets need to export like this. Need to select these here and these icons and need to press Command A to export these icons here and to select here the 2x icons need to export this here and to save this here the whole icons. I have already exported these icons and to put this inside the assets folders. Need to set this here, so need to give this here the home tab, notification tabs, photo centers, select search tabs and to story tab. First of all, need to set here some property. Need to use here the render temporary image. Need to set this here for the three for photos and photo centers are not gives here the set here the original image. Need to no need to change here the tint colors. That's why I need to set here the original color. Other tabs buttons are need to give this here the temporary image colors. Need to set this here and need to set here the tint colors as well as to set here the foreground colors. That's why I need to change this icon colors. That's why I need to use here the temporary image colors need to set these. First of all, needs here to create new files and to write down here the new files as a new tab view. Need to give this here main tab view. Give this like need to shift UI names and to create this years and need to create here the first of all the view stacks need to develop this years and set this years. First of all, need to set here the navigation titles need to set as a blank like this, and then after need to create here the navigations parts are need to set here the hidden, so need to set this years and to write down here the true like this, and then after need to set here the navigations bar back buttons, so need to set here the hidden. This is method called to hidden and to write down here the ignore safe area need to call these functions, and now need to create first of all the space bars need to call this here and to develop here the original text develop here and to set here the backgrounds colors, so need to give this here and to set as a color white. Maybe need to give here the shadow. First of all, need to set here the white colors and to try here the give this shadow, and to first of all need to give here the colors property and to set color black and to give here the opacity 0.10 need to likes and to set here radius 5 and to set this here the y offsets need to set this here the -3 need to give this like here set this years and set here like and to and reload this UI here, give here the comma to set this years. Now we need to create here the stacks. We need to first of all give this years and to set this here the image need to like this names and to set here the home tabs and to set as a resizables and to set here the scale to fit, and after we need to set here the frame like this. Width we need to give here the 30 and heights as well as we need to set here the 30. Now this is the set this here and to check this here and to display these goods. First of all, we need to set here the frames needs to set as a frame and to give here the max width infinity need to set this here scroll, and now need to give this here the paddings. We need to needs here the horizontal padding as well as needs here the vertical top padding. So need this here set as a 20 and verticals need to give here as a 10s like this. And one more thing, so need to for the shape area and to set as the bottom padding, so to use here the bottom insets, the extensions we need to use here, and to give this like here the bottoms, and use here the extensions variables bottom insets, we need to use this here like this, set this here and to up for the notch device. Now we need to set this here, and to set here the foreground colors, we need to give this like here, to give this color as a primary text colors, tab colors need to this here. And now need to define here the text property, you need to give this here, and to give here the titles as a home, capital letters. Now need to set here the fonts, and to set custom fonts methods, need to use this here. That's custom font methods need to use, and to set as a bold, and to give this size need to set as a 10, like this sets here home. And one more thing, so need to give this here the max width, give it the infinity, need to set this like here, and need to set this here alignment as a center, so need to set this here, or center, need to cut this lines, is this here like at here. And here one issue related to shadow, need to fix this here the backgrounds, need to give this shadow, need to this here, and to write down here the rectangles need, and set here the fill colors, need to give here color whites need to set this here, and now need to paste this here the shadow, and to check. Now here the remove this drop shadow, this is the good spot this UI, and now need to convert inside this common buttons, need to convert into the tab buttons. Now need to create common UI, inside need to create here the new SwiftUI files, and to give this name as a tab buttons, like set this here the tab buttons. And now need to paste this here this codes, and now need to create here the some where property. First of all, need to give these titles as a string, need to pass here, and to pass defaults as a home, to give this here another titles, need to set this here the for icons to use as a string, and to pass here the string names, need to this here. And one more property, need to for the selections presentations for needs here the is select bool variables, need to define here, set here the bools, and to by default need to set this false. And others need to needs here the did tab events, need to write down here, and to create here the callback methods, and to write down like this, and set here the question mark. And now need to convert inside the buttons, to write down here the buttons actions, set this here, and to give this tab call this method here. Now need to cut this here, this value here, need this here, to paste this here like that, and to set this here, and to write down here the is select, and to if selected, then to set here the primary colors, otherwise you need to set here the primary text colors, you need to give this here the black colors, to set this here. And with to this tab buttons develops are done, and with to some property we need to give this here the value as a home titles, and icons as we need to pass here the image icons. Now we need to copy these buttons, and we need to inside the main tab view, and to define this here like this, and to set here the titles need to pass as a home, to home give here the capital, and after need to set here the home tab, and to select need to needs here one state property, save here the current tab opens tabs, select tabs where tab, and to give this here the by default as a 0. Now need to check conforms with here the this variables equal to 0. Then we need to call these functions and to set here the inside selected tabs is equal to need to set as a 0, and to like this calls these functions here and assign. Now need to create another tab buttons, need to set this here and to give this here the story, need to set here the story. Now insert capitals and need to set here the button's name story tab, and to set here the select tab as a pass here 1, and to set this like. Now we need to copy here and to paste this here, and another buttons need to develop here the notifications. Then after we need to give here the notification tab icons, need to set this here, need to change this tab set as a 2, and third set here 3, and to create here the search tabs and to give here the search tab icons. This is the created here these buttons. Now need to create here the center space for the floating buttons, and to give here the param, and to set as a param width set 30. Like this we need to set this here, and now need to develop here the center floating buttons. First of all we need to wrap with here the text text, we need to needs here and to give these alignments this here pass alignments set as a bottom, and to cut this UI here and to paste inside the text text. And now need to develop here the center. First of all we need to create here the buttons need to this here, and to define here the Z stack, and now need to create here the first of all the frame size. We need to give this here the width as I need to set here the 17, and then after we need to set this here the height as a 70, need to set this here, and we need to create here the linear gradients. We need to set this here the gradients with colors property. You need to set here the color primary gradients, need to give this here the array here, and to set as a top, and endpoints we need to set as a and endpoints we need to set here the bottom. Like this we need to set this here, and to set here the corner radius, and to give this here the corner radius as we need to set here the 35, and to this here. And one more thing, so we need to set this here the overlay, and to the rounded rect on a radius. We need to do this here the y, and to set here the stock, give here the styles. We need to set here the white colors, and then to give here the line width as we need to set here the like this. We need to here style, and first of all we need to give here the bottom paddings. We need to create this here, use bottom padding equal to past here the bottom inset plus we need to set here the 30. Inside the chat text inside to select, and now we need to set here the shadow and to set this here shadow. Yes, we need to set here the pie, and maybe we need to increase here, set here 5. Now we need to create here the image for the camera image. We need to give this here and to this here image names. We need to set as a camera enters, and to put this here resizables, and to set here the scale to fit, and then after need to set here the frame height width. We need to give this here, need to copy this here and to set as a 30. And this is the display goods, and any issue, and need to see here. Where this is the bottom floating buttons are the done with centers, and two tabs are the created and working good this year. And now need to develop here the custom tab view. Need to develop as a remove this space, and to create here the tab view, and to selections, and to give this here the item value. Need to use here the select tab, and now need to set the content view. First of all, need to create here the wish text, and to set here the text property, give this like, and to give this name, suppose the home tab. And now need to set here the fonts, use here the custom fonts, and to increase this height, use as a bold. And now need to set here the 30, like this. We need to set this here and this value, and now need to give here the tags for the identify this tags here as a 0. First tab has a 0, need to set this like. Now need to create another tabs to give here the ones, and to set as a tab names as a story tabs. Another, so need to give this here, paste this here, and to set here the notification tab, and to give as a 2. Then after, so need to create here the another tabs, and to set this here the search tabs, and to give this tag names as the 3, and to pass here the search tab. Like this, we need to set this here, like this calls here, change this tab here. And next video inside we need to create first of all the Flutter app. Inside we need to create these home tabs, and then after we need to integrate inside the SwiftUI and to create in the home tabs. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down in the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.